Okay, I'll now move on to example 6. Okay, the graph of y equals to square root of y minus x squared is shown. Region bounded by the curve and the x-axis is a semicircle. Explain what the integral from 0 to 1 of this expression represents. Okay, so if I'm integrating from 0 to 1, what does it represent? What would your answer? How would you answer this question? Quarter of a circle, right? Or rather, most of you will say, oh, if I integrate from 0 to 1, then I'm just finding the area of the curve between the curve and the x-axis from 0 to 1, right? But specifically to this question, where is the value or where is the coordinate x equals to 1? It's actually here, right? Do you know why? When y equals to 0, okay, you can actually solve this to be x equals to 1. And it shouldn't be surprising because we know that this equation can be written like this, which then can be written like this. Does this look familiar to you all? Where did we learn this from? Equations of circles. Right? Equations of circles. Remember this one? X minus a square plus y minus b square is equals to r square. Remember? Where a and b are your center. Right? And then r is your radius. So if I rearrange this equation, I can write it in the equation of a circle form, then I can see that the center of the circle is at origin, O, and then the radius is 1, right? Which means that if I'm integrating from 0 to 1, I'm finding this area. So instead of saying it's the area under the curve from 0 to 1, how can I be more specific in my answer? It is the area of the quadrant, yeah, which Hai Si mentioned just now. Understand? Okay, so part 1, since y equals to square root of 1 minus x squared represents a unit circle with center O, integrating from 0 to 1 of this expression represents the area of a quadrant. So now that we know it's the area of a quadrant, what does it tell us about part B? How does that help us answer part 2's question? Hence or otherwise, find the value of this. You can do it in one step. How do I find the area of a quadrant that has a radius of 1? Substitute into? Nope. Good try, but no. Don't need to think so much. Sorry? How do you get pi over 4? But how? Why? Explain. So where do you get the pi for? Where do you get the pi from? Sorry? The full circle is given by pi r squared, right? Area of circle is pi r squared. In this case, the r is 1. So the area of the circle will be pi. If I'm finding the quadrant, that will be pi over 4. Understand, right? So this is 1/4 of a unit circle, which is equals to 1/4 times pi r squared. So the answer is pi over 4. Okay? Okay, so now with a similar concept, okay, this is unit circle. What if I generalize it? What if it's no longer a unit circle, right? What if it's a circle with radius A? That will be your next try example. Can you try by yourself first? Think about it and then we will discuss again.